All right, everybody, welcome to the second week of this little month-long event here where we've got a couple melee lads trying to learn SM64 70 star, and they're racing against each other to try to see who can learn the game the best. So we've got melee DonB and Ludwig facing off today. Last week, melee DonB got in the 120s, Ludwig in the 130s, but they have had some more coaching sessions with Simply and Cheese respectively, lowering their times in practice a little bit, just getting more familiar with the game, and I'm excited to see what they'll do today. And Cheese and Simply both will be joining me on the mic in a little bit as they just kind of get settled into their computers or whatever from things they've been doing otherwise. So I'll just be here for a couple minutes, just babysitting, and then we'll get the heavy hitters in here. We'll have some biased coaches in the house to help me bring you the action. And this is kind of interesting because I haven't been playing the game that long, and I can definitely relate to being a brand new player where every piece of movement feels impossible. And it's kind of refreshing to see that because you take so much for granted when you watch a high level 70 run when people like Cheese or Punkay are actually racing each other. So you see a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily expect in a race like this, but it's a pretty good learning experience for these guys, and I'm sure you guys will be able to get something good out of it too. So we're just here in the intro. DonB's got the face cam. Ludwig gonna deny us his beautiful mug today, but that's all right. Last week, see, Ludwig was like pretty busy doing other stuff. I think he was out of town, so like it was a pretty heavy like playing hour advantage for DonB. Maybe Ludwig's been able to claw back a little bit of the deficit here. We'll see how it goes. Both of them going for Lactus skip. Ludwig lining it up here. He's actually going to get it. DonB going to get the ledge grab, so Ludwig taking the lead. Also, the difference in color, Ludwig is on emulator. DonB has an N64 he's playing on. And also the version is Japanese for DonB, and I believe English for Ludwig. Yep. Okay. Ludwig opting to not see down at all. In most stars, you'll try to stay in see down as much as you can without causing lag. It just makes the game a little bit easier to tell what's going on. Oh, big bomb clip here. Ludwig's got the bomb. He's going to be able to throw it into the cage. Kind of nice setup there. He didn't actually have to turn it all with the bomb. It took out a couple inputs from the equation. DonB is going to lose that bomb. It's blown up in his face. Ludwig kind of off to a flying start. Where DonB's got the chain chomp, nip it out of his heels. He's got to get this ground pound. He's going to get hit here. Down to 3 HP, doesn't want to get hit again, but as long as he gets his third ground pound, he'll be fine. But has to watch a lengthy cutscene as his chain chomp revels in his newfound freedom and smashes the cage and heads off wherever, I don't know, nobody knows. Alright, so the route here, Ludwig is going for the slide. You know, save a second, not that it'll matter too much, but if it's a race, you might as well. Alright, getting that backwards turn, you gotta kind of flick the stick in a circle there. Big hop here, he's gotta watch. Okay. If you go too far, you can definitely fly off the slide, but Ludwig, keeping it real, belly sliding into a 14-3. You can roll out into the star and be fine. Good job. So, pretty solid here in the first 2 minutes of gameplay. DonB on the slide, you know, he's gotta get that turnaround, but he might be able to get a little bit of a smoother ending, where you can actually turn around and slide backwards to the finish. Ooh, that was a nice turn. Maybe he's been grinding the slide. Alright, looking like a 13-5, so about a second saved. Missing the star, so Ludwig's probably going to come out on top there overall. But Womps is where you get some real killers out here. Oh, Ludwig going for that 100 coin. And, you know, like I said earlier, he's trying to stay in this Lactucam see up. It makes it harder to see, like, where that red coin is, where other coins are. We got that fence kind of closer up in the camera. But he's making progress. He's down here on the switch. He'll definitely be able to get the... Oh, let's see, got to get up here. Taking the pull. Alright, this piece of movement is very difficult. It's a double jump, kick. Oh, that's a dive. Like, we're going to take a bonk now. Or not a bonk, but just some fall damage. Going all the way around, doesn't want to chance that again. Alright, he's made it up here to the top level, but right in time to get this wooden plank, but he's actually missed the long jump. That's a pretty big mistake here. He's going to go all the way around again. And DonB is missing Canalus. Getting Wild Blue as a backup. Alright, Ludwig able to get that red coin. That's the most important part. You can grab coins pretty much everywhere in WOMs. There's 141 total, and you'll need 100 to get the star. But you do need all the red coins. Alright, island's gonna be tricky. You don't want to fall off here. Alright, got the rollout. Jumping up here. Taking his time on that side flip, but actually gets all the coins from the arrow. And with that coin count... Oh, falling down just a little bit. You can get back up here. Getting on the thwomp can be tricky. These stairs are not too fun either. A lot of things in Mario 64 are kind of placed at an awkward height where normal jumps kind of would take you too far. But Ludwig's got back up there. Oh, he's missed the red coin again, though. DonB is also struggling with this double jump to grab the ledge. He's got to hold left a little bit sooner here. And he's kind of stuck in this repeating pattern. You can actually go a little bit farther outside without falling, but it is pretty difficult. I think he's just going to reset the side flip now. Because with that double jump, you have a lot more speed to kind of give yourself a bit of an arc to your momentum. DonB's going for the kick, and he's made it up. Okay, he lost a lot of time in the cycle, but can still save time against Ludwig's 100 coin. Alright, long jumping off the Prana. I think he wanted that wall kick, but he didn't get it. Still getting the blue coin. That's pretty nice. Ludwig did not get that coin from the Prana. Up here on the islands, DonB going for a little bit of faster movement here, long jumping across. Not going for a side flip, but he's kind of more aware of, you know, what will and won't work, I guess, in this case. Getting that rollout off the thwomp after getting the 7th red. So overall, I think that was pretty decent, avoiding any major meltdowns in the middle part, or just kind of that beginning section to get up onto the wooden plank area. That kind of was a big time loss. Alright, Ludwig's next star is Wild Blue, apparently. I don't think he's gotten... Maybe he has gotten Canalist. I was watching DonB a bit intently there. So, DonB has Simply as his coach, Ludwig has Cheese as his coach, and they've both been doing like hour-long practice sessions. I think they've had like maybe 3 of them each so far. DonB Canalist here, going for that backflip. Very consistent setup, and that looks like a good ledge grab. Taking it very slowly, but I think this should work. Staring at the screen, but happy to get it. Ludwig, Owless! Hold up! What just happened there? Ludwig, you know, I guess he was feeling pretty confident there and was able to kind of mess around with it a little bit. Getting that wall kick and landing inside the cage. That is not a beginner-friendly strat at all. But Ludwig actually looked like a bit of a pro there. So, maybe winning some flex points. And DonB is going to save the owl for last. Missing ground pound there on the womp, but you know, pretty decent fight. Not getting squashed and landing underneath the stars. He's gonna grab that one without any extra movement. Ludwig gonna have to just do a quick hop upwards and a ground pound. All right, this race is looking pretty close. Ludwig making some big moves early on. He's up a star, but he's got the Fortress star left. DonB has got Fortress and the Owl, since he's not doing Owless. Owl a lot more consistent. Pretty safe strat, only loses like 4 seconds. Alright, getting these wall kicks. Ooh, missed time there. You have 5 frames to do a wall kick, so it's not like in Odyssey or something where you can just slide down a wall indefinitely. You pretty much bonk into the wall, and you can do the wall kick 0 to 4 frames after you bonk. So like, the frame is 1/30th of a second, so you have like 0.17 roughly to do a wall kick. So it's pretty understandable to miss wall kicks sometimes. All right, spawning the owl here. Just gonna head on over to that cage and wrap up Womps. So Ludwig with an early lead, but DonB not too far behind. Ludwig's not going to go for the side shortcut here, taking it really safe. Grabbing a 1-up, I guess. Why not? And slowing down a bit, that was actually very intelligent. You don't want to get under 21 because then you'll actually have to wait for the other star to spawn. So getting that 21-3 was more like a 17-second slide if he had actually spawned the star. DonB though going for that side skip. Got that jump again. Ludwig wink out, very scary here. This is where you see a massive difference between people who are accustomed to flying and people who aren't. Ludwig, you know, is able to get up here for these 2 coins, but nowhere near the pair at the bottom. It just takes a lot of finesse on the control stick that only comes with time, really, because you really almost never hold a full direction while flying. It's just kind of teasing the stick up and down, very slight motions, maybe circular, and maybe at the peak of your turn you'll actually hold a notch briefly, but that's about it. So pretty good. DonB going for those lower 2 coins. Pretty much same case as Ludwig. Going for these 2 really far away, though. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. He's not going to be able to get these higher coins anymore. I don't know if he realizes this. I guess he does, yeah. He's going to have to restart the wing cap. So another dub for Ludwig. He's actually killing it right now. And to think that, like, they've only been playing for a couple weeks. Oh, DonB flexing, getting those 2 coins. Really impressive here. Unfortunately, he did die on the wing cap, or choose to take a fall. But that's still a good... Okay, Ludwig very, very safe on that second box. Not going to be going for Shig normal or kind of any other named cycle, I'm guessing. But he's making his way up here. Crystal path area. Got some amps to dodge. You just don't want to die. Alright. Also coming up here on the top, it's a bit safer of a long jump to make. Alright, 6th red coin, scariest part of the stage here. Going for 2 long jumps, and he's made it over. Alright, Ludwig gonna get through Dark World on his first try. DonB kind of has to match that now if he doesn't want to fall behind pretty far. Oh, watch out for that Goomba, Ludwig. He could have gotten knocked off. Would have made me eat my words. Right, DonB actually hitting this. Watch, always missed the second coin there. You can see on his face, he's very frustrated. You know, can't believe he did that, but it is once again something that does take some getting used to. I guess to speak from my own experience, the Shig Cycle was my most practiced thing as a beginner, so it definitely is not free. Alright, interesting movement there to actually take it a bit safer. And this is definitely on pace for a normal cycle. Ludwig finishing up Dark World key 1 out of 12:23. Honestly, that's only like 2 minutes worse than like a somewhat high level 70 start time. DonB getting those 2 long jumps as well. Pretty scary over the gap. He gets up. Alright, he might be less than a minute behind, which is not a whole lot out of lobby, I would say, at the level of such a new player. Oh, gotta be careful with this Goomba. Alright, DonB keeping it real. Don't go in the pipe. Okay. Sky jump for Ludwig here. C down would actually help him out a good bit. Oh, he's got just enough speed. No! Oh my god, Ludwig. Playing with fire, he's able to get it. Massive sigh of relief in his camp, but you can see like how the camera made it very awkward to see where he was going. And once again, like, he lost all that speed because he like held directly down, which like gives Mario a jolt upwards, but then pretty much stops him dead. So he was pretty fortunate to make it up there when he did. Cool mountain here. Wall kicks will work. You take a big skip. Oh, okay. Looks like he's going to be going for 100 coin. So both of them doing SM64. Highly recommended to do it this way without the penguin race if you're going to miss a bunch of coins on the slide. Because you can always get more after. Ooh, Ludwig. Might be playing with a little bit, yeah, I don't know, it's a bit scary. But you gotta keep his cards close. DonB taking a bit of a flourish to put on that wing cap. Alright. Try to jump attempt here though. This is big. Bring all the way to the top. You don't need to. But he's actually hit the jumps and a lot more speed from DonB. He's gonna get right up to the final box and net himself that star for Shoot to the Island in the Sky. Ludwig, meanwhile, having pretty okay time on the slide. You know, not very smooth, looks kind of keyboardy, but it's whatever. You just don't wanna fall off. Ooh, a little bit of a bonk. And Ludwig grabbing that final right off the tree, so not even having to get any more backups. You have DonB actually going for 100 coin first. A same store order. I wasn't necessarily expecting that, but it's kind of cool to see. Oh, getting the rollout here. So he's not going to take fall damage. That's an interesting characteristic of the rollout. It kind of prevents you from doing any other actions until you land. You know, you can't like do any kicks or dives out of the rollout, but you also won't take any fall damage. That's why he was able to land safely. Ludwig getting the penguin to its mom, but maybe not quite a comfy ride there. He was a bit farther over to the right and didn't make it up with very much speed. DonB missed a couple coins on the big jump, but this is still a good slide for him. Up to 77, which means he'll just need a red coin out of the door here. So just like Ludwig, they've both kind of gotten the slide down. Ludwig, I mean, DonB actually missed a coin, but that's fine. Ludwig, pro wall kicks, hello. Nice job there. He actually was pretty close to falling off, but he was actually able to make the strat work, and not even a very particular camera angle to make it work, just kind of getting the right angle and working with it. So very impressive for Ludwig, actually kind of showing that he's able to do some of these more mechanically precise strats in the run. And I know DonB is like a bit more fluid with movement, but he's also going for more consistent strats as well. It's also worth pointing out that like in Mario 64, if you land holding a neutral on your control stick, which means just like not holding anything, you'll pretty much stop immediately. So that could have helped him on the ice when he was sliding around a bit, had to side flip. You can just land with your hands off the controller pretty much. Alright, Ludwig. Good strat here. Pumping ground pounds, getting the boo into the corner of the house where he can't escape. Busting some ghosts, I guess. Going all the way around. But pretty nice. You don't want to fall off the balcony. And Ludwig's pretty much just been playing consistently. Hello! Big Dad Simply in the house. Big Dad Simply out of the house. I guess he's probably gotta go make another frame lock video or something. DonB trying to get these backup ball kicks. He definitely did the safer strat, but it also requires just a bit more ball kick timing to get up to the star. Hello.
Hello.
There we go. What's up, Dad?
I'm Dad. How about you?
I'm also pretty dad today.
I see.
So, have you been watching so far, or did you just get here?
I just got here.
Alright. So, your boy DonB's doing alright, but Ludwig's out to clap some cheeks today, you know. He's actually done owlless and, like, backflip ball kicks will work, and a few other things that have been pretty impressive. He hasn't really made any, like, massive mistakes other than Womps 100, which has kind of been a typical culprit, I would say, especially at the beginner level. So DonB is not playing bad. Ludwig's just kind of been a surprisingly heavy hitter right now.
Ludwig is popping off.
Yeah, he is popping off.
All right, but catching a bunny. Oh! Oh, so close. Not quite able to pull it off. The Ouija special, as I say. The Ouija usually does it on the end of this, buddy's really throwing it for you. Loop bonking all over the place. DonB about to get his time back. Catch.
Yeah, a little bit there. Honestly, you didn't need to do the side flip there because you need to go into shifting sandland anyway. You just needed to dive on the bunny, but
Oh!
oh,
And DonB not happy about that. I can't imagine anyone being happy about that. So close to the star, he could taste it. But the taste get into his brain, flooding it. Not
Yeah,
able to get together.
with Ludwig doing talents here, he also doesn't see down very much, which I think makes things a bit harder on him when it doesn't need to be.
Oh, and the book's got something to say.
Maybe
My
telling
goodness.
DonB to do his homework or something. I don't know.
I have no idea, but my goodness, the bonks are real right now. DonB needs to get it together, shift the mindset.
It's the booze, the bongs, the books, and the balcony, dude. All alliterative. Whatever.
Indeed. Badgeronis, the poet, coming out live on the mic with a very nice performance.
Okay.
I feel like I should be paying for this.
Maybe you can get the people in chat to sub or something like that, or give bits.
We
Not
need
that
some
I get
subs right
anything.
now. Badgeronis is working his tail off, might I add, on these hot bars. But Ludwig going for the shell. He's confident in the shell. Now, of course, at this level, 100% support the shell. You should not even have pillarless on your mind, I think, until like sub 1. Trajan? I would say Trajan.
Yeah. Like Trojan, but with an A.
Okay, Ludwig with the extremely safe strats. That's going to pay off. We did see last... Oh!
This might be tricky. He's got to get this long jump off the next pillar.
That is a tough one. We did see last week, though, he bonked his shell and broke it after the second pillar 2 times, so I can understand him being extra safe. Is he going to grab the box? Lining up the long jump.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, we're in there. DonB also struggling with MIPS. Here we go. The side flip dive is not going to
on
work.
point.
Man, this bunny's kicking butt and taking names from everybody, though. Quick catch there. Does get it back. Ludwig moving on along. Lethal Lava Land can be extremely lethal, but it definitely seems like Ludwig has done his homework. The match we saw before between these two was an absolute blowout, to say the least. DonB kind of wiped the floor. But Ludwig, you know, he's not going to go down and just take it. He will fight back. Fighting the big bully.
By this bully here. Come on, Ludwig, get him out. Ludwig, getting these boxing kicks, or kickboxing, whatever. He's going to get that star, though. He needs to
Championship
keep on
boxing.
ascending.
Very careful. Only 3 points of the pie. Little scary.
All right. Good enough.
All right. DonB gets his talent star now. I'm not sure, but we might see some big time save here in Shifting Sandland. Ludwig definitely took his time on pillarless, but DonB showing off his backflip, his acrobatic skills before going back into Shifting Sandland. A little inappropriate. But these two are buddies, you know. It's a friendly competition, so you got to have a little bit of flexing. I understand.
We'll see if DonB can get his shell all the way to the end here. Might be able to save some time against Ludwig. Okay. This is actually kind of tricky to keep your shell because the way Ludwig bonked didn't seem like he did anything. But if you approach the pillar straight on, you can lose your shell pretty easily. You kind of want to approach it at a bit of an angle and then kind of turn the stick. He missed the pillar though. Has to figure out which one it was.
I honestly think it might be the last one. The last one he jumped like immediately before he got to the very top. Now I'm not sure if I told Ludwig caught by a stray bully hit. He was just kind of passing him along. Pathways crossed and goes for the jump, gets sent flying. But DonB losing a lot, maybe just as much, if not more time than Ludwig did.
Yeah, he pretty much took 2 laps around the track there. I don't know what he was doing. I guess he just had no idea which pillar it was.
Oh no, booties are being burned! This is not good. Ludwig taking some deaths in Lethal Lava Land. DonB is definitely going to cash in.
Yeah, those were Ludwig's first 2 deaths in the run. DonB like died at the very beginning of Dark World, but hasn't died otherwise. Ludwig was doing pretty good on that front, but just took 2 quick ones.
2 quick ones to the face, but here we go. Round 3. Avoid the bully. And the thing is, Ludwig has done 16 star. He's fairly comfortable, as he's demonstrated, very proficient at those stars. But as we get further along, we're creeping more into 70 territory, and it's going to get a little bit harder. Trying to deal with this last bully.
So the bully mechanics, if you're not aware, first of all, you do actually have to land on him. So you can either hit him with like an attack, like a punch or a kick, or when you're like falling downward from like a jump or just any kind of air motion, and he'll fly the way you're facing. So Ludwig able to take care of him there, but he lost a lot of time. You pretty much just need to like do short hops as the bully runs into you, and then he'll just kind of get pushed away.
Yeah, those bullies, they did a number. Ludwig had a fairly strong lead, but at this point it has dwindled a fair amount. The bullies are tough. They will bully you. They will take your lunch money. You probably shouldn't bring any lunch money into Lethal Lava Land. That's usually the best strat and what I see most players doing, but
yeah,
sometimes you got to catch a lunch, you know? If you're not cutting the one, you're going to get hungry by the end of the run, and you're going to need some lunch. So.
Exactly. All right, decent job getting the back up there. It's not an easy star, and also like flying is obviously super difficult.
Absolutely.
Oh, DonB's in trouble here. Smart decision to not go for the volcano. Make sure you get that coin.
He almost missed the entrance into the volcano. Would have taken a burn for free.
Yeah. No lava boost here. Going up the side.
Yeah, I did work with DonB a little bit on the lava boost, but I don't blame him for not going for it in the run. I mean, you could go for it at least once. He was getting it like fairly consistently, but it's one of those tricks that I feel like actually takes quite a while to understand. Like, you can do it. And there's plenty of tricks like that in the game where you can do it, you'll get it, but you don't really know what's going on. You're like, I'm not really consistent at this. I could totally just lose this a ton of times in the run. Let's not do it yet. I respect it.
Yeah, for sure. Meanwhile, DonB did get the volcano. You know, not that crispy like 139, 100 coin movement, but you know, still got there. Ludwig also with the elevator star, a bit shorter in the volcano, but also can be tricky. You can die very easily.
Absolutely.
And yeah, like you're saying about lava boost, it's kind of one of those strats where it's like you can watch like the input to see like, oh, I have to like hold this direction, but you don't really understand it. And it's also like lava doesn't burn you everywhere. You kind of have to hit certain spots. So if your setup's not perfect, it's going to be a little bit different.
Absolutely. There's a lot to it. I mean, with all the boosts, they're all kind of different in their own ways, and they have their...
Oh, DonB! Not with enough height. Or I guess more just a bad angle on that jump dive. Trying to get to that top rock, but got his head clocked.
Clocked and bopped would be the technical term, I think. It's beginning to look like quite a rivalry we've got going. I mean, after DonB put in Ludwig in the grave last race, Ludwig is back. He has stuck his hand out of the dirt. He has risen from the dead, and he's looking good. He's not like one of those slow zombies that's like, you know, arms are falling off, you have some bone exposed. He's looking clean. He's got a tux on. He's just going about his day.
I'm trying to think, like, are there movies where zombies are like fashionably dressed in tuxedos? I'm sure there are, but I don't know any of them.
That sounds like such a good idea. Somebody had to have done it. Probably in a bad movie. Like maybe they're like, that was the one good idea in a bad movie.
Like
but
Zombie Matrix with Zombie Agent Smith or something stupid like that.
That sounds amazing. Badronis, let's make it happen. I am totally down.
Let's go.
Oh, we're caught in the pit. Gotta be careful. Those are hard to see. Like when you're just getting used to the cave, you think, oh, it's just flat and there's, you know, the gas, the haze. It's hazy. But there is also pits for whatever reason, and they're stinky, and they will do just as much damage as smelly pits might do in real life. You really got to take care of those pits, people. Deodorant up. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I probably should have mentioned something about Toxic Maze, because you don't see it much in 70 Star nowadays, because we all do HMC late. But it's a much safer way to get that star than racing the Penguin. Ooh, DonB got 2 of the bullies. Tried to do like a Street Fighter combo, but kind of getting bullied.
Busting out many Street Fighter combos, but this bully is tough. Get some golf.
There you go.
and
Oh, he's
has the
gonna
pro
lure him over
strats.
there.
Oh!
He mistimed his kick. Yeah,
And
bullies kind of get easier the more you do them, but very understandable. See, Ludwig's camera here, it's like almost straight up as he's going for these stars. I can't imagine like it's very easy to tell where he's going, but he's able to do it so far. And
so
I give
far,
him
so
props
good.
for that at least.
You know, what's interesting about the bullies, I find, is that, and speedrunning in general, like, if you're able to get the 3-piece kill, it's obviously, like, super free, no problem, easy money. But if any of them, you miss one, it could turn into a mess really quick.
Yeah.
As we saw, it turned into a little bit of a mess. But DonB recovered it fairly well. Wall kick there, Ludwig taking the elevator clip. Standard stuff.
Probably a bit of 16 star experience there as well. Not a super difficult star. But you know, it's always nice to see that one go right. Because if you don't line up correctly on the elevator, you could miss it, and then you kind of have to wait like 20 seconds to do it again. So half an hour into the run now. Both of them in the 30s, like in terms of stars. So definitely looking a lot better than last week. Ludwig still popping off. DonB closing the distance ever so slightly.
Okay, I like Ludwig's strat there was pretty interesting. He just stood there. Oh, did not get the miracle. Just a little bit low on the wall kick. He's got the backups on lock. First try. That backup can take people a very long time, especially when you're just getting into it. But I'm sure he also knows it from 16, so he's comfy. I mean, he did it in the last race too. He did that backup first try, so I would assume. And I know that he had not put too much time into the 70 at that point. So I think this is one of the stars that he may have been picking up in 16. Could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like.
DonB going for the triple jump as well, able to get over. No, I thought he had it. All right, this is gonna get tricky. You might want to see down. You can do a side flip wall kick. Oh, triple jump again. DonB just had some trouble with these wall kick timings. You know, it's not like Odyssey, like I said earlier. You don't have like eternity to slide down a wall. You have to hit it in a 5-frame window. But yeah, sometimes in tight spaces, missing a wall kick is a really costly mistake. Alright, trying to get this back up now. He's got the straight camera. Needs to wait till the peak of his triple jump. I think he's doing it too low. Got it though.
There we go. I think that first one he might not have held back too. There's multiple levels to it. Like you got to get the height, and then as soon as you kick, you got to hold back to go far enough back. It's a pretty good strat. But DonB is not having it. He's looking a little weary here, but we're only halfway through. Has to find his second wind. How can he do that, Badronis? What's the strat?
I would say just kind of take it easy and there docs. Just kind of, you know, take some deep breaths, you know, feel good about it. Just picture Ludwig like losing 5 minutes in Fire Sea and then...
or losing 5 minutes caught in the wall, can't get out. All right, never mind. We're good. Yes. Yeah, so keep it cool in DDD.
Yep.
Yeah, I think DDD is a good opportunity to regain your composure. It can also be an area to lose it, though. These chests, man,
Yeah.
I've lost my mind many times on these chests. Mostly that last one.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. When it's a slow-moving star, it's a bigger trigger. Oh, Ludwig almost dying. He almost went in the vortex. Would have killed him. You can't get this last chest, though. He has to turn around here without going into the whirlpool.
That was pretty good.
All right. Yeah, he nearly died, though. If he had taken, like, one more second of floating forward. We had some trouble with Toxic Maze, but he ended up getting the stars, so it's all good. And they've been pretty good at doing these backups, because without much time to really get these strats down pat, they've had to do a lot of improv movement, and they haven't been too bad at it for the most part.
Not too bad at all, although I have failed as a coach. DonB repeatedly slide kicking into HMC, losing frames every entrance. I don't know how I let this slip by. Oh, the long jump. It's a swing and a miss. Can he survive, though? Oh, good here. Really lucky that he landed there. There are so many weird different slopes going on in this pit of HMC. Like this, that's a slippery one, but now he's on one that he can stand on, figuring it out, finding his way. But again, this is great for Ludwig.
Yeah, for sure. Like the devs of SM64, you know, they didn't make it too clear what kind of surface was what. Like you'll step on a slope and it'll be normal ground, and then the next one's a super slippery one. You can't kick or can't even just like walk normally or whatever. You know, it's just like there's no indication. Some of them might even be more steep than the other one. It's just kind of really arbitrary.
Yeah, it
So it
is.
just takes a lot of trial and error.
Yeah. What I mean, exactly. As you learn it.
Ooh, Ludwig getting the manta rings.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
huge. That is actually pretty huge. Very nice from Ludwig getting the first 5. This man, has he just been? I mean, I don't know if I've been missing the streams or what, but I have not seen him streaming too much SM64. So I'm very impressed right now. This is a huge step up from what we saw in our last race. Bring in the heat in the kitchen. You don't even need a stovetop when this man is out here putting the work in.
Yeah, but it's out of the frying pan into the fire for Fire C. He's got to really put it together right now. He's taking a burn, you know, not going for any kind of early cycle shenanigans, and obviously I think that's kind of what we'd expect in the first place. But missing that long jump, this might be kind of testy here, getting this normal cycle in the first place. Because every cycle you miss is like another 20 seconds. Alright, so he's kind of taking the 2019 cage in kind of a 2009 execution. But, you know, it's not too bad. He's getting these red points, and he's probably going to make it up here. Alright, so up to the second level now. Not dying, not making normal cycle, I don't think. Oh, he can barely make it. You got to get this long jump now. Ludwig, the time is now.
Oh, okay. Oh, the bullies are back, and they want his money.
He
cannot afford down. He can't even afford breakfast now. All the money has been lifted from his pockets. Ludwig assaulted violently. I am sorry that you guys had to see that. That was, I mean, wow. That was a bop. That was a level 10 bonk. I can't even believe. I thought he was just gonna fall in the fire.
Yeah, me too.
Well, this is good news for DonB. I mean, and
Like I said, might have, you know, put on the commentator curse.
No!
Oh, he's gonna die again.
That is a tough maneuver. That platform is just the perfect amount of height that you have to be wary of your momentum. If you bounce into it, you'll ricochet off. 2 deaths here in Fire C now. DonB could make up all the time that Ludwig has gained.
And also, if you're not aware, a lava burn takes out 3 HP, so at full health, you can take 2 burns without dying. But like in this case, bouncing on some Goombas, you kind of need some coins if you want to keep burning your booty like this.
There we go, learning from his mistakes. DonB still trying to figure out the back of the sub. He cannot get up. It's hard. It's a lot harder than it looks. The speedrunners make it look very easy getting on that back fin, but there is a lot of there's a lot going on back there, to say the least.
Ludwig playing super comfy on these burns, but at least there's enough coins to keep him at full capacity.
All right, hopefully these bullies. Okay, right through, no problem. But DonB is now about to be joining Ludwig and Fire C. If he can get these rings, misses the first ring, this could be scary.
Now it's all up to fate if he gets the last one.
And
He does.
very
Okay.
I find going in the lower half of those rings afterwards helps a lot.
Yeah, I think there's something to that as well. So,
Okay.
you know, with all that said and done, Ludwig's still in the lead. Just shows you how, like, you know, how much he was popping off in the early game.
Yeah, he had amassed himself quite a nice lead, and DonB, you know, did help him out a bit. That fall in BBH was big. Had some slip-ups in the basement as well. But, I mean, it's not going to stop. As we go upstairs, I find that the 70-star run just gets more and more difficult. The stars get a little bit crazier. Especially as you get into tipping.
Yeah, that's where all the sauce is. Alright, DonB, you know, I think, like, he looks a little bit, like, more sure of himself on some of this movement, but also, at the same time, Ludwig's tried to play, like, a little bit more aggressively, and apart from Fire Seeds, paid off a lot, but DonB missing that coin. He just needs to not die. Ludwig missing a throw.
Sending Bowser flying. You throw him in the bomb, he blows up. You throw him in the lava, he just jumps out of it somehow. He's a magical man. You think he could just warp out of the air as he's flying towards the bomb. Like Mario has his maybe all the power's in his tail. I don't know.
I suppose.
That's the only explanation I could think of.
All right, DonB could have had like a little bit of a normal cycle lava boost, but was not able to get that single jump. You got to kind of wait till you're off of the slippery slope part. I guess it's not a slippery slope, but if you get a nice roll out of your jump dive and then do a single jump, you'll have plenty of speed there, but just like that kind of execution was not going to happen, so gonna have to lose a cycle. But still saving a monstrous time against Ludwig here. And upstairs, this is very competitive. I don't really know what happened in most of upstairs last week, but I've got to say DonB definitely seems like he put in more hours, so we'll see if Ludwig's like, you know, insane performance can continue here.
I know that DonB has poured a decent amount of time into Tippy. So if there's going to be anywhere that he's going to make up some major time, I would guess that it would be Tippy. Because that is, when you're starting out 70 star, that is the biggest time save consistently. Most lost time on average is going to be in Tippy.
Yeah, you always have like 2 minutes or something in TikTok Clock or Rainbow Ride. And you could realistically improve monitoring.
The ski.
He's so far away.
Why was he so far over there? I don't know what just happened there. I don't know. Ludwig with the masterful manipulation of enemies, able to move the Skeeter somehow.
Yeah, I've seen the Skeeter get stuck in like the box where the secret is, but I never seen him go beyond that. Like I thought that was like the max he could run away. But no, he was like on the complete opposite side of it. That's not gonna work. Oh, it does. I think that was the first T2, which he probably needed. Badronus
not believing in Ludwig's abilities. It was very close, though. Okay, climbing on the sign, having some fun. This is a little bit of a free run here from Ludwig in Wet Dry World. But he's getting coins quick. Not slowing down at all. Very nice 100 so far, I must say.
Yeah, he's been chugging along. And with stars like this that are more movement heavy, and you kind of have to go a long way around the stage, no, movement is everything. Okay, Ludwig maybe taking it a bit too safe here, but still getting through it. Chuck ya. Alright, safe throw. And he's got enough coins, not missing anything. Aligning the camera properly. Definitely got the wherewithal to keep his surroundings in check. Alright, he's got the whole star done now.
Alright. Probably where I'd say most runners lose, where you probably lose most of your time in Wet Dry World. The 100 is very movement heavy, of course.
Yeah, chasing coins also, no matter what level you're playing at. Ooh, a fire burn, that can be pretty annoying. DonB actually using it, you know, like running the fire's course to grab some coins and then ground pound on the switch, so not too bad. You also don't want to get heave-hoed. The little pancake flippers, they can really do you a big old number of
yes.
damage.
They do a lot of damage, mostly to your soul and your pride, but they also damage Mario a fair amount as well.
Yeah, well, like the bottom one can throw you up on the top one, who throws you up into a fireball and all this good stuff.
Okay. Hugging the wall hardcore, does not want to get amped. He's already amped enough. This race is all he needs for his energy.
Nice jump for Ludwig. Doesn't have to do this jump dives up the slope, but wanted to swag out anyway. Okay.
Okay.
He's definitely practiced the good box movement, although like, you know, doing stuff as fast as okay, he's gonna fall there.
Oh my goodness.
What?
That fall was a bop.
Yeah, that was quite a bop.
I didn't expect him to fall all the way down.
So I'm like,
yeah, I was shocked that he went all the way down. I thought he was just gonna fall to where the upper heave ho was. This is actually, it's interesting that he got burned there, and DonB had actually mentioned to me in one of our coaching sessions, like, how do I avoid that burn? And it's something that, you know, once you like get to a certain point, you just kind of shrug things, like you don't even notice things anymore. I kind of forgot that is a thing that can happen, because a lot of the times at the top level you're always moving, but you know that's a pretty tough long jump, and players tend to want to pause, you know, get their camera right before they keep moving. You don't know all the angles, and as soon as you stop, that fire spitter will get you.
Wait, did Ludwig go on lower water level for top of the town? So I remember doing the triple jump before. I think he just didn't end up on the medium water level like you're supposed to.
Huh. Oh, and DonB getting it, no problem. Good time save.
Yeah, DonB on that medium water level where you can just long jump off the skeeter. I don't think Ludwig ever did that.
Ludwig going for these wall kicks. Oh, bonk. Just don't want to slip down. That is the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But here we go. I mean, DonB is making up some serious time over Ludwig here in Wet Dry World. I feel like by the time that they do go up to TikTok clock, they will be, if not tied, I don't know, my boy DonB might be swinging it in. It's possible.
Definitely possible. Anything is, you know, any star here in Upstairs is a candidate for a massive time loss. In Tiny Huge Island, if you fall off the big island, there's really no good backup. Okay, beginner secret child for Ludwig almost looked like a 100 coin beginning for a second there, but trying to get this one. Fire burn can go in the water, but also don't want to spend too much time swimming. Actually, nice maneuver there to get around the water. Pretty impressive, actually, I gotta say. Gonna jump into this tree. This is the beginner strat because you can jump off of here and get up to the top of the mountain without doing anything fancy. DonB riding the elevator now. This might be a bit of time save. Not massive.
You never see people do that jump. Oh gosh, Monk S, Monk Omega, Monk Giga. He's not even gonna try? What? DonB, no!
Your boy DonB giving up on it.
What? He could have definitely at least tried to do some wall kicks to get back up on the platform, but he's gonna have to push it back down. My goodness.
Oh, breaking the box. He's on N64. This is a bad situation for your boy DonB.
This is very bad.
All right, at least he can just ride the elevator.
The lag is real. If you break that box, those coins will get you back. You need to pick up those coins. Look at how much lag he's getting here. It's like in slow motion.
It's like there's an elephant on the elevator or something, and there's like a bunch of like gnomes trying to pull it up with hand cranks. That was a weird analogy, but like it was going so slowly.
The hand cranks definitely, I think, were busted out there. That's probably what's going on, actually, in the background. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with the box, but you break the box and it wakes up the gnomes to, Actually, that doesn't make any sense at all. Never mind. We're going to scrap that. We're going to just go ahead and talk about the Mario that's happening. Ludwig is moving, continuing to move at a pretty fast rate. I am very impressed with what Ludwig has brought forth in this race. I got to give it to him.
Almost trolled him. Yeah, I got to get out to Ludwig as well. I was not expecting him to come out here and, you know, hit the beatdown on DonB, but it seems like that's what's going on. Alright, DonB getting up the mountain as well. That's one of the situations where Mario Cam is actually very useful because then it only pans when you really move. So that way you can be kind of more in control of it. Because as the camera passes certain, like, I guess, checkpoints, it'll kind of rotate a bit. That's why they, like, spun in a 180. They didn't actually press anything. That just happens in the game sometimes. Alright, last star in Tiny Huge Island, I think. Maybe not, but Ludwig's in Total Mountain, which is... Oh, he went for Mountain Clip. Did not get that one. It has a couple different dimensions to it. First of all, like... Oh, don't want to fall in the water there. Alright, Ludwig, nice box. No, okay. That's going to be a death for Ludwig. And on a not super difficult star, although like it looks pretty impressive, you just gotta hold left and then hold right. I think his angle was a bit off. And also, once again, like the C up lag 2 cam, not doing him any favors.
Yeah, this mountain clip can haunt your dreams. It gets everybody, I swear, from the newest to the most experienced players. Everybody has their moments with mountain clip where it just, you're just missing it. So here we go. Camera.
All right, I think this should work.
Oh,
almost didn't roll out.
Wow.
All right, DonB doing secrets. Looks like he's going for the standard route that top players would do, trying to get that triple jump in. He's still getting over here somewhat well. But getting stuck in the pit, pretty common, and usually use a lot of time when that happens. But he's got a decent handle on the backup, I would say. Nice job there. Oh, like TTM Reds This is a death-prone star if there ever was one. He's taking it so comfy on the mushrooms.
Ooh. It's always scary to go back, I think, if you miss any reds.
Yeah. Alright. Don't want to get bopped by any moles or the rocks that they throw at you. He's up to 6 coins. Looks like you might get through this one. And that should be good for Ludwig. Just got to get this... You just got to run off the top at the right angle, and he's going to fall into the star. So good stuff for Ludwig.
Not bad at all. Pretty smooth. I mean, that's smoother than... That star can be extremely...
Yeah, but he's still got to do these mountain clip stars, and DonB missing his first one as well. And like, you might, if you have to take the breeze to do mountain clip, it's a good bit slower. And I guess I can... Oh, DonB's going for reds here. This is going to be a big turning point if he can't get this done. Alright, pretty clean actually, just doing some short single jumps. Ludwig getting his mountain clip now. Fly guy.
Okay.
Gonna send him on an express flight to the other side of the mountain.
That was actually probably faster than when most players would go for the just running across the log. That seemed pretty good. I don't know if I'd advise it, but very safe.
Yeah.
I feel like you can hit the invisible walls though while you're spitting. I think I've seen that.
You probably get more on the log, to be honest. If you fly, you probably go above them. I don't know.
Yeah, not really sure how those work. It's a big mess. Getting back into
Ludwig
Tall Mountain.
He also did like the slide kick ledge grab strat, which also always looks like more confusing or like difficult than the regular one, but like apparently it's pretty easy. But you always think, I just think they're just gonna fall. All right, DonB. I don't know if that's a good camera angle. He's trying to line it up manually. That's not a good idea. He better hold back. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, so mountain clip is a trick with like a lot of different aspects. This is a very slippery slope at the top of the mountain here. Ludwig taking a little bit of a belly slide. Good backup actually. That was surprisingly efficient. Alright, he's got to line up this camera. I'm talking about DonB here. No,
DonB! I swear we went through this, my man. No. Oh goodness. We are seeing some deaths here. It is getting scary. Ludwig accelerating as we get into the end, the final chapter.
Yeah, here with mountain clip, like you gotta wait until you're turned into the mountain face to jump dive or just to dive. I think DonB's trying to do it too early. Because like you need enough speed to dive, but you also just need to have your angle change. And I think he's just trying to dive straight forward into the slope before he turns, and that's kind of killing him. Right now, Ludwig has a pretty decent lead once again. DonB was trying to come back here, but in Tall Mountain, it's been a tall order, and he can't really keep up with it.
Absolutely.
Like, coming over here to the box, that can be a scary star, but he gets over it.
Okay. All right, DonB.
So DonB just needs to grab the box and not adjust his angle. All right, that should work.
There we go.
All right. It looks a bit different. Like it looks like you'll go too far, like upwards to get the mushroom. I guess that's why he's trying to adjust it, but it's actually the proper angle. Finally got it on like the 4th try or 3rd try. Maybe just like my screen in the slight pixelated nature, but he just looks like so sad right now. I don't know. Like, you know, someone who's like, you know, like not quite on the verge of tears, but just like so disheartened at everything that's
drone is coming out. Oh no!
Oh no! That sucks so much. He's actually laughing at that one, so my diagnosis was incorrect.
He's laughing at how ridiculous it all is, and I think very early for DonB. This is like 5 a.m.
Oh wow, yeah, that would definitely, you know, make someone look a bit sleepy-eyed or whatever, what have you. This is not going so well.
So I mean, honestly, if I play Mario and I'm tired, like I could sympathize so much. Wait, what's happening? DonB? Oh, we're going all the way around. No mountain clip from this man. The tour.
I guess he's not taking the breeze.
Yeah, the breeze is the shortcut here for those who are wondering, you can just go skip like pretty much all of what he just did if you go to the left and take the breeze. The scenic route, absolutely. Here we go, a very hard star to get down. Snowman's Head, Bebop Bandit has entered the arena.
He's gonna get a little bit of a helping hand from the snow blocks.
Okay, interesting.
All right. Gotta line up these wall kicks. It can be kind of difficult because okay, he's got it down though.
Very nice.
I don't want to fall here. Nice and safe. Good stuff. All right, DonB's second mountain clip. And he's up there.
Oh, Fly Guy rubbing it in.
Yeah, swooping in for an aerial attack here. DonB, doing a balancing act on the log. Still going okay. I think this is last star in Tall Tall Mountain at the very least. But Ludwig's pretty much done with this stage.
Okay. Slide kick maneuver as well, the classic. Looks so it has so much swag. It's a very nice strat to watch.
Yeah.
Usually the fastest strats also look quite good, but I think that slide kick is more exciting than the long jump wall kick we see for most players. Nice bully kill from Ludwig, and he is now done with Snowman's Land right as DonB is coming in. I mean, this lead is very strong, but obviously you got to be able to close it out. Rainbow Ride, tick-tock clock, tip top of the castle. It's scary.
Pretty much any missed step will cause you a death in these two stages, and there's really not much you can do to avoid it other than not mess up in the first place, which is gonna happen. Ludwig can't even get in the stage correctly, so we might see some big meltdowns here, especially the triple jump wall kick, because you can go for a really safe option to go up the big pole to the left. DonB getting beat off.
Smiling about that one.
I think he's going for like the cheese bounce. I don't know if like maybe he was like learning that from Cheese. But well, I mean you and Cheese both do that same bounce, but like knocking the triple jump wall kick first try is all I'm saying. DonB can't figure out how to get out of the pond.
That's actually such a like unspoken thing of okay, and another fall from Ludwig. Here it is, the beginning of the end potentially. He could take the pole to be safe. But I feel like Ludwig is a man that won't back down on his strats. He knows what he wants to do. He's going to do it. It's going to get done.
Yeah. But he's going to the left, which makes me wonder if he's trying to do Laxi bounds. And if so, I kind of doubt it. Okay. Just doing it to get up. Going for red coins. Nope. Cruiser. Okay. Noob Cruiser is, maybe not super hard, but there is no noob-friendly strat for this star.
Yeah. I honestly find this harder than doing the bounce. I mean, of course, I've done the bounce more at this point. Oh, the biggest bonk of 2019, falling down, taking some heavy damage. Luckily, you land right on a heart. You can give it a little slap. Going for the consolation reds. DonB once again, Snowman's Head. And just can't find that wall kick. Stuck down here again.
It's taking him a long time to get over. He already got this star here. I don't know what he's going for.
Reds, maybe.
That's true. Does he need reds? Because I didn't see Ludwig do reds. Oh yeah, he did. I'm stupid.
DonB is losing. He's gone hysterical. It's cold water.
He's gonna die.
The temperatures are too much. Mario has died from hypothermia.
I used to think this run was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a comedy.
It is.
Taylor, whatever. Such a society line. That was cringe. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You are aware, so then it doesn't matter. Like, if something's cringe, it's only really cringe if you aren't aware of it. But if you're aware of it, then you can own that. So you're all good. So we're going to go ahead and let that one slide. No weird champs, please, chat. We're all good. It's all good.
Do you even have weird champ?
We do have weird champ. Milo just dropped a weird champ earlier when I had also a cringe moment, but I was able to recollect it, so we're all good. The weird okay. They're coming in inevitably, and the Ludwig weird champs as well. Coming in by the hundreds. Ludwig Gamer. That is a good emote. The hat.
The Bud Light hat? that what it is?
I don't know what that is. All right, Ludwig, very careful movement on these platforms. Gets up there. DonB is still swimming. He just can't. He's trying to get the treatment. It's like very good for your body to get the shock. He can't swim out.
He cannot get out. Okay.
No way.
I need to talk to him about swimming because clearly there is a misunderstanding here, and I mean I could drop a knowledge bomb for all of y'all. The swimming mechanic in Mario is not the friendliest. It doesn't make the most sense. But to jump out of the water, you need to be holding basically straight down. A huge long jump from Ludwig. It can't. Water mechanics are a little bit confusing, especially if you're trying to jump out of the water. Snowman's Land is taking Melee DonB for a ride right now, but Rainbow Ride also, I mean, both of these stages taking these players home. Incredible. Okay, pull grab. Ludwig giving it a little ride. Very stylish. This is a meltdown. This is a Mario combustion, like a volcano eruption of gameplay we're seeing on both sides. It's kind of beautiful.
We've just reached the 1 hour mark, so they're definitely way ahead of their old paces, but like both of them just right now can't seem to get it going at all. Ludwig at least finds his way to tricky triangles.
Trying to get this red.
He's making circles around it.
Elusive. All right, there we go. He's got it. Rubbing the face. Trying to stay awake and close this out. But really needs to get Snowman's head. That wall kick will get you. I remember so many runs when I first started where this star specifically that DonB is getting bopped by. It's bopped us all.
This back up here. Can he make it? Oh, he's actually landed it. I can't even believe that he got it first try. It's like sometimes the most surprising things Ludwig just seems kind of natural at.
Ludwig he's definitely put in the work. I would not say that's natural. What we saw from him last week or last race it's like night and day. It's a whole new man, a whole new world. No, DonB!
No! All right, he can still get back up here. Okay, at least he knows how to do it, I would say.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Overcoming the mental block. And he's finally done with this stage. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get frozen in the water twice in a row, though. You know, that's like some next level Captain America.
That was insane. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Joke there, Bad Cronus. I like that one.
I had no idea how sarcastic you're being right now.
No, I liked it. I don't know too much about, like, I know what you're talking about vaguely, so I know that you are indeed, you know, making sense, but again,
Okay.
once again, we have a bit of a weird champ here. Commentator, you know, trying his best, but Ludwig on 100, TikTok clock, a lot of Monka S's coming in the chat. They seem to know something that we might not, that this might be Ludwig's kryptonite.
That would seem to be the case. Like, this jump will kick off of the yellow block at the bottom to a couple tries, and that's pretty tough. Trying to use bearings down here, you can die so easily right now. He's like so hesitant to do anything. Like, where's that, you know, almost like Hockey Ludwig, you know, that we saw in the early game. He's just kind of tiptoeing around here, trying not to die. And he's done it so far, but he's not getting anywhere. Okay.
Taking the time.
All right.
Lining up the shot.
That's a good angle. That's a good angle. Perfect angle.
Nice.
There you go. Okay. He didn't get the invisible either, so he's okay. And he's gonna die after all that. He just could not get up the next section of the clock. So let's get some. Do we have side champ? No, we don't.
Is that a thing?
There's a side champ emote. Kinda feels bad, man, I guess. Or Pepe hands. If you have GSA hands, though, drop that sub emote.
The GSA hands. It's definitely a bit of a hands moment. Not like this. But here we go. He's moving along. But this is DonB's chance. Literally. The last stage in the run. The last 7 stars.
DonB can't get the shift jump wall kick, though. He missed it in the beginning, and then when you try to do it afterwards, it's kind of a random timing. Not random, but like you don't know exactly where the the spinning area is.
Oh!
Gotta be careful. You gotta get these blue coins before they disappear.
Trying to get the triple jump wall kick from DonB might
Josh,
possibly.
I
Yeah,
hope
it's.
it's saved recently.
Oh, what was that?
No, he's fine.
He's okay. It's just a little fall.
Invis-wall up there. That's why people normally ledge grab, is to avoid that invis-wall.
I've never seen that in Visual, to be completely honest. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's because we all ledge grab. But yeah, it is a thing, unfortunately. I remember it in non-stop more, because I know that was a while ago, but like, it was really common to hit that wall on the way back down the clock. Alright, DonB doing some red coins. Looking alright in the maze. Got some homemade movement, but getting through.
Nothing like some homemade movement, made with love.
Yeah. Ludwig setting a new PB on how far into the star he's gotten, but not really getting anywhere past it. Alright. Alright, some safe side flips. This is okay. Alright, you don't want to do that fake ledge grab on the other side because you'll die. But as long as you can get the side flip wall kick, he's good. Also, if you get a firstie, then you will probably go like way over the cage and die. Just a lot of things that can go wrong very easily.
And now the Goliath of Rainbow Ride, Cruiser. If DonB can secure this, he'll be right on Ludwig's tail. And I know DonB has put a significant amount of practice into TikTok clock. He'll be able to beast it out. Ludwig caught on the little slope of the turbine.
I can't believe like that. I was there to catch his fall. He's kind of been gifted, but like he still needs to find a way back up here. And DonB can't get his walk. He's too close to the he's too far to the left. He needs to be like right on the edge. There he goes.
The Monka Jam, I can't get over Monka Jam. It's the perfect emote for TikTok clock. The music is banging, but the gameplay, what you have to do is extremely sweaty. DonB gets the cruiser. Here we go. Joining the TikTok clock.
Nice.
Ludwig has not completed his 100 yet. DonB could make up a lot of time here. A lot. Might be able to turn the tides, despite everything that we've seen gone down, despite the morale, whatever might be going through his head. It's not over until the fat Bowser blows up in the bomb 3 times.
Yeah, he's not even 3 stars down at the moment. Ludwig just lost like 2 minutes.
Oh, and look at this crisp movement from DonB. Okay, moving along. Nice.
All right, still crisp.
Ludwig's out of there.
Practice paying off. You know, this is where you chunk like the biggest portion of your practice time. You're gonna get some results, even if it doesn't seem like it immediately. Tippy is always gonna be up in the air, and like even if Ludwig's felt pretty confident in the rest of the game, that's no guarantee he'll be able to do the same in TikTok clock with all these like easy depth spots and tricky jumps everywhere. Like he doesn't want to go for this like long jump wall kicker or anything crazy at all. That's a death.
Yep. Now this triple jump wall kick can be very difficult. There's like a very small nuance. You have to kind of slow down, and it does not look like Ludwig is aware of the strats here, just kind of hoping that it'll work out. Holding all the way up. Very hard wall kick to get. If you're not aware of the holding back strat, or holding neutral in the air is sort of the trick to getting it. There he goes.
Oh.
And we're back down. And we're back down.
I went back down to square one.
Run that back, Turbo. Here we go. Rewind. Much better than YouTube rewind.
What rewind? What rewind?
This is I'm finding this a lot more enjoyable than the YouTube rewind. Seeing them both go back in time a bit.
Yeah.
First try from DonB. Let's go, baby.
DonB definitely aware. Must have had a really good coach. But getting zapped. Alright, not too bad. He's at 25 coins, so he doesn't have any extras. Like, I think Ludwig got like 4 extra coins or something. He got like 7 reds or something weird like that. Or maybe just like a backup block or something, I don't know. Alright. Going for the safe long jump. Nice job here, avoiding that triple jump wall kick.
Safe strats. I did show him that one, you know, I had to give it to him. He was that That wall kick was, it's very tricky. Like, and you can't really tell visually what's going on. You're kind of wall kicking on basically an invisible wall. Sort of. You can see what's going on, but it's a little confusing.
Yeah, you pretty much have to be centered like outside of the little point that you see. If you try to like aim for it in the middle, you'll actually just wall kick on the inside. All right, DonB going for that long jump wall kick or something like that. Up to 80 coins, hasn't missed any so far, avoiding that invis wall as well. It's looking pretty hot.
Saving huge time on Ludwig, but Ludwig
jump.
Ooh. Oh!
Oh, he pulled back just enough. Usually a rollout would take you over the edge.
Oh, the fall from Ludwig. Hold the phone. We're about to be 65 to 67 stars. It's going to be a close one. I have a feeling. Deep. Somewhere below. Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Your boy DonB trying to get this ending movement onto the thwomp. Got the triple jump wall kick.
Oh!
Not a side flip.
I don't know how that wasn't a side flip. That had to be like the last frame.
Yeah.
65, 67. Here we go. Ludwig taking his sweet time, but I mean, right now he's in a position of power. He can play it safe. DonB doesn't have that luxury. He's going to have to move as fast as he can to try to make up time, which
and go to bed.
Yeah, probably exactly what's going to happen, I would guess. But look at the beginning movement from DonB. He's got it down pretty good. Each time he's doing that, saving a fair amount of time over Ludwig, but Ludwig...
Oh, nice
one more.
DonB and
No!
Oh, he could have wall kicked there, but instead decided to shake the controller.
Oh
well.
No, the fall. Man, this is setting it up though. There's definitely got to be at least one more race. I mean, the goal with this program that we were doing.
Oh, I went at like 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, it's meant to be 4. This is the second race, so we're gonna have to have at least 2 more to really settle what's going on. But Ludwig taking it's possible. It's looking very good for him, poised to take it here in race 2. 69. So did he do Toad before TikTok clock? No.
I don't think so. That might be it for him.
Oh,
okay.
We're back. We are back.
Got one more.
Okay, Reds, not too bad. Pretty straightforward, especially if you're going to take them slow.
Yeah.
BDF.
I could definitely see him falling down. Oh, I think for the sub, BDF.
Welcome back to the club. Much appreciated, sir. Okay, Ludwig all over the place. But 8 Reds in his back pocket. He is done with TikTok clock. It is only Bowser in the sky left. DonB still needing 2 more stars in TikTok clock. Those falls hurt a lot. This would have been like neck and neck if DonB didn't have that fall. He'd be just approaching getting his 69th.
Yeah, it was Snowman's Land of all stages that really set him back a lot.
Yeah, that's a bop. Snowman's head.
Yeah. Ludwig definitely had his issues in Tippy, but made it through. DonB definitely looks a little bit more fluid there, but wasn't able to make up as much time as he needed to. And now Ludwig just got one last stage to do, and I think like as long as he can avoid, massive like nuclear meltdown, he should be able to make this 1-1. And doing, what seemed very unlikely to give DonB a stomping right back.
But of course, not over until it's over. Bowser in the sky can be a little bit scary, although I'm sure Ludwig going to be playing it pretty safe. We might see the triple jump wall kick. I believe we... Ooh.
Okay.
All right, playing it safe. I respect it.
Actually, really good job on the kicks. He didn't do a dive, though, which could have grabbed the pole. But I think it takes a little bit of, not just restraint, but, like, pretty good familiarity with the movement to do those kicks correctly. Like, you can't just say, like, oh, yeah, I'll just kick there, and then you'll do it first try. If you're a beginner, you got to kind of, like, practice it. So, it does seem like he has put in the work, and it paid off. Invis wall, these elevators do have some, like, invis ceilings and stuff like that, so I might just want to take a hop up side.
Very safe. But he is in the pipe. 114 pace from Ludwig. If he can land these throws.
Yeah, huge improvement on the table. DonB still looking to beat his last week's time, but but not nearly as much. Right, Ludwig spinning pretty slowly, just a bit off of that one. Ludwig's all done with TDC though. He is looking to make it up in the sky before Ludwig finishes at least. And you never know, Ludwig could just forget how to throw. Alright, that's one.
70 stars.
Still possible.
Winding it up. Ooh, we might be here for a hot moment. DonB going up the stairs. Masterfully avoiding the shockwaves, though. Doesn't look like we will be seeing a death here. He's just got to put the throws together. This is a great angle. One more throw needed to take it home. A 115 in the bag. Slow grab from Ludwig. DonB going to be playing it safe, and that's GG Ludwig conquering over DonB here in the second race. There's some heat now. There's some beef for sure. DonB, you know, put Ludwig in the dirt first race, but Ludwig, of course, coming back. He is here, the shovel in hand, digging up a grave. 1-1 thus far for these players, and 2 more races to go. Plenty of time to grind.
That was a really entertaining race, and I just can't imagine, like, I can imagine both of them feeling really motivated right now to try to, you know, take the second game for themselves, and not only that, just to prove that they are doing, or that they can move the red guy better, I guess. Because, like,
absolutely,
DonB seemed to be pretty keen on, you know, putting in the practice hours here, but Ludwig showed up and did his, you know, I don't even know what to say. He just went ham.
He did his thing.
Yeah, he'll probably try to keep that going, and DonB's gotta try to play catch up now.
Yeah, going ham. That is a good word for what we just witnessed. Now, not a PB, apparently. Ludwig rocking at 112. The grind is real. He really put in the work. Props to Ludwig for sure. But DonB, I guarantee, will not sit down and take this. We will be in the arena. It's me and DonB versus Ludwig and Cheese, and it's personal. This is deep.
Yeah. Is it like Punch Out where, you know, DonB is Lil Mac and then, you know, you're coaching him, because you're getting him through all the training,
yes,
getting him psyched up to fight all his opponents?
Absolutely. And Ludwig with the cheese is GOAT text on the right side. I don't know. I have to agree. Cheese is
Goat
one of the
cheese.
most inspiring speedrunners out there. Has put in so many hours, works through so many resets, so many tough times, comes out on top. GG DonB 117, and that is that. And we'll see if they're interested in a little post-match interview, see their thoughts, and that'll be that. What'd you think, Badgeronis?
I really like seeing this, and just to see all the things that they try to do, like with homemade strats, and also just trying to figure out like what things they could go for. Seeing Ludwig do stuff like Owless was really impressive, and I think DonB, like, he's definitely put in the hours. I think like his movement's getting a lot better. I think Ludwig just kind of like came out of nowhere, though. I'm really excited to see what happens next week. Like I literally will be watching very intently to see what happens. And I also just kind of like the idea of these coaching sessions as well. It's pretty cool. I've like lurked in a couple of them.
Pretty chill. Definitely pretty chill. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of it falls to the runner to practice what is talked about. But it helps a lot for those little things. Because there are some things, I mean, definitely a coach like an Ocarina of Time would be huge. You know, there's a lot of things that you have to learn, a lot of nuances of the game. But Mario 64, even though, you know, you can kind of see what's going on for the most part, when it's coming to things like slopes, these little glitches like the clips and, you know, momentum and how Mario moves, it isn't very intuitive. it takes some time to learn. And so having somebody there to sort of jumpstart that process definitely can help out a bit.
Yeah, just trying to know like why things happen the way they do. Because Mario is like, on the surface, a fairly simple game. You know, you only have a few buttons and just the analog stick, but like the way, you know, these buttons interact with everything, the surfaces and the levels and all the different strats that are out there, it's never ending. So there's always something new to learn, and I can't wait to see what they do for next week. But I think we're gonna just kind of, oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go towards intermission. Doesn't seem like we'll be getting them in for an interview here. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to DonB and Ludwig for an amazing match. Much closer than last week. A lot more interesting. Shout outs to Ludwig, putting the grind in. Shout outs to DonB, of course, putting it in as well. And yeah, that will be that for today. All day long, ladies and gentlemen, we have 70-star league going down. It is happening. So don't go anywhere. Starting in 15 minutes, we've got Blue Esports Paracusia versus Benji64, two very top players, and it's top players all day long. We got Cheese playing later, Punkation, D whatever, man. It's stacked. So if you're a fan of that hot Super Mario 64 racing action, stick around, grab a snack, because it is going down all day long. Thank you so much. It has been a blast. Thank you, Badgeronis, for joining me.
Of course.
We'll catch you on the flip side.